Hi, my name is Frank Nieuwenhuis. I am the founder and CEO of Econowind.
Hello, I'm Michiel Marelis. I'm the Operations Director of Chemship.
I bounced into Guus van der Bles, CTO of Chemship, and he had the idea of starting to sail again with big ships.
I'm involved in the Ventofoils project since the very beginning, actually. Since I met Frank Nieuwenhuis at a conference in Rotterdam.
Econowind is a company that specializes in wind propulsion. It was originally thought of by Jacques Cousteau.
I got the idea to install the Ventofoils on the chemical tanker since wind-assisted propulsion was really interesting, and it's bypassing all the discussion about fuel and whatnot. And the wind it's not a topic of concern. It's free and it's there, and I would like to use it.
Yeah, well, the principle of the Ventofoil is that it is something like an airplane wing. And you know, with an airplane wing, if there is a wind going over the wing, there is a lift force. And now we put this wing vertically. So now the wind flows over the wing, and hence there is a force forward. And this is used for propulsion.
Econowind managed to convince me that they gained enough experience on the first two pilot projects on smaller vessels.
So the Ventofoils are suitable for most large seagoing ships, but we think tankers and bulk carriers are the most suitable.
The philosophy of Chemship about sustainable shipping is that we like to have a head start with that. We've been for many years renewing our fleet, so we have a relative young fleet. And we know for many years that people have been talking about cutting the emissions, and we knew regulations were coming. We decided to benefit from the head start with our young fleet by adding sustainable solutions to it now.
Well, Chemship ordered 4 wings for one ship, and this is actually a first for us. But I think Chemship really is the first chemical tanker, so we are very anxious to deliver them shortly.
Chemship decided to install it on the Chemical Challenger. These type of vessels, they have a little bit longer voyages than on the other trade lane. And in the Atlantic crossings, we hope to be able to benefit more from the optimum wind directions in order to take maximum profit from the sails.
Yeah, so the fuel savings is always within a range. In most cases, we will have an average somewhere between 5, 8 or 10% on average.
The Ventofoils are built in Holland in Zeewolde in the warehouse of Econowind, and from there on they were transported by truck towards Rotterdam, where they were installed on the vessel at a lay-by berth at RHB. The installation went really well. There were a lot of parties involved which were really nicely cooperating together. First of all, there was the vessel's crew, which was hosting all the people and the contractors on board for 9 days in their living quarters. But also Econowind was present to supervise the whole operation and all the contractors. DES from Poland was there, which built already the foundation in Varna, Bulgaria, but now finalized the project in Rotterdam. But also the people from RHB handling the cranes and the supplies were all really working nicely together. And in the end, there was the class NK, of course, supervising all the steps to be made and make sure that it was all within the existing regulations.
This is the first ship that is a chemical tanker where we introduced the Ventofoils, and it means that they have to be explosion proof. So all the electronics is quite special.
We got very good reactions from the stakeholders. Everybody is interested in the Ventofoils because it's something new. It's really showing on the deck. The Chemical Challenger left Rotterdam after the installation towards Antwerp for loading, going to Turkey, and from there on she will be in the original trade towards the US and doing the actual Atlantic crossings. We have an option for a second order with the sails, but first we like to gain some experience and to familiarize ourselves with the capabilities of the Ventofoils before we start the next project again.
Well, first of all, I want to congratulate them on the choice to start wind propulsion and to do this with our system. Next to that, it is really cool that a company like Chemship is really thinking forward and sees that in the future you have to reduce energy, and that they have decided to do what they can do today already.
Chemship started these 4 projects related to sustainable shipping, but this will be the future. We keep looking for new opportunities to improve our performance and to reduce CO2 emission, and we just keep exploring in the market what is available and what works best for Chemship.